numbers? Well, I can talk about the imaginary unit. I'll at least kind of get you into an idea of, imaginary units, well, they're important. So if I need to solve this equation, right, we'd have not this equation, that equation, x squared plus 1 equals 0. Well, you can subtract the 1 on both sides, right? And you get a x squared equals -1. And then when you introduce a square root, make sure when you introduce a square root, you have to use plus or minus. So x equals plus or minus. We don't have a square root of -1 in our real number system, so that's going to be plus or minus I. Now, the reason why I think this is important is, let's just say x equals I is what we call our imaginary unit. Sorry. Okay. So what we call the imaginary unit here is we can say I is equal to the square root of -1. Okay, so that is just a very basic understanding of our imaginary unit. I'm not going to get very detailed or like understanding of stuff. The only other thing that I think is really important a lot of times when we're dealing with our imaginary numbers, Nathaniel, no, I was not on the Chris Hansen show because obviously I'd be in police because that person was in trouble. Right. So obviously that was not me. So if you go and watch the episode, you can go ahead and take a look at that. And I am not the same person. So I have I equals the square root of -1. And then if you want to go ahead and simplify that, you would square both sides, right? So therefore you get I squared is equal to -1. Okay, so I is equal to the square root of -1, which is what we call our imaginary unit, and then I squared equals -1. And then obviously you can keep on going up from there, and it repeats after 4. But to just keep things simple, I would stick with that.